percentage of those losses you took related to your costs in doing the assessments? Say, you would have a range of different costs when you're looking at a property, no doubt, which you've showed us.
Yep.
Would those losses include those costs, or would they be related to market fluctuations, or
both?
Costs?
Both. Those losses that I showed you at the end of the day were losses of real dollars. So they were dollars out of pocket after going into a transaction, doing whatever we could do to make that transaction work, and getting out of that transaction at the end of the day, they were real dollars lost. And when I showed you the spreadsheets on the profits, they took into account the losses. So I had all the profits minus all the losses. The numbers you saw, which was 7.1 and 5.3 million dollars, they were profits after all the losses. That's what was left.
So typically, what percentage of those that you took a loss on would be your actual out-of-pocket costs in assessing it, or whatever, as compared with the fluctuation in the market?
I don't know, there's only 3 losses, so it's hard to tell. 2 of them were losses because council changed a planning code and we couldn't complete a subdivision that we wanted to do. And the other one, my belief, is because the market shifted. We didn't sell at the price we wanted to. So we sold and took a loss. And I've got to say, I've watched people not take the loss, and people have come to me and said, look, I've done this and the numbers aren't here and they're not stacking up, and I think I'm just going to hold it. So what are you holding it for? Oh, well, the market will catch up, and I'll and one of those transactions where we lost in total $110,000, which I had a 50% share on, that sold for $1.2 million 3 years ago. That property would be worth less than $1.2 million today. So I would have been holding that property for 3 years with holding cost or opportunity cost or both on $1.2 million, and sitting on a property that today is probably worth 1.1, waiting for the next 5 years, 6 years or more to actually get my money back, not to mention the opportunity cost. So at some point in time, and Roy spoke about it earlier, about the emotional fitness to understand when you do need to take a loss, and to understand when, okay, maybe this is a hold property. However, there's a point where you need to make some real decisions, and to do this can be very, very rewarding, and you've got to be able to do it in a way where you make some real decisions on it as well, because sometimes to hold these things is going to cost you dearly ongoing.
Thank you.
Thanks. Give him a clap.